Good afternoon and good morning, fast trackers. How are you? My name is Daryl, and this is number 101 of my live streams. It's 6:15 in the morning here in Sydney, Australia, and I'm here to help you with your music. So if you've got something to tell me, just let me know, because it's pretty spontaneous what we do here. And I'll give you the code word for a 50% discount in the song shop straight away. And the code word is DAWN, D-A-W-N, DAWN. If you send me an email within 5 minutes of the end of this live stream, you can have a song in the song shop for 50% discount. How's that? Welcome. Let's play some music. See if this is working. Oh yes, I hit that, don't I? No, I don't. That's the old one. Anyway, I'll work it out in a minute. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And if there's any young people watching, that's fantastic too. Maybe you'd like to say hello, and I could play something for you. You know, I've been doing this for quite a few years now, and you go through different periods. And we did our number 100 show last week, which was fantastic. It was great to do 100. And I'm finding bits and pieces around the studio here that I've done over the years to sort of help motivate me work out what we're going to do in lessons. Now, I don't know if you can see this one. Yes, I think you can. If I hold it up here. Boogie Woogie, level 1 and 2. Don't forget the Boogie Woogie. I just played some Boogie Woogie there. Now, a lot of people watch this show because they've fallen in love with Boogie Woogie and they've done the package 1 and 2. Thank you very much for supporting that. Let's see what else I got lurking around here. What note is that? What note is that? Okay. What note is that? Say hello to you in a minute when I get this email going thing. Now, in music, you can just sit down and play. A lot of guitar players just pick up a guitar, learn a few tricks. They've watched their friend play and they just copy the chords and away they go. They never ever learn to read music, and they don't need to. They're happy to play some chords and sing songs and stuff like that. Now, the piano traditionally isn't done that way. Although there's no reason why you can't do it that way. I mean, I was watching a Paul McCartney clip yesterday, and I don't think he ever had any piano lessons. He sort of just worked out a few little tricks and took it from there. So if you've got a good ear, that's great. But if you want to play the great pieces of music written for the piano, then you're going to have to learn to read music. So, let's do What Note Is That? So I'm going to pull out a note here and see if we can find one. We'll just do one, hey? Maybe you can tell me what the story is with rubber bands, folks. When I was a kid, I thought maybe I was dreaming, but rubber bands seemed to last a while, didn't they? These days they seem to last a couple of months and then they fall apart. Is that right? Or is it just me? Okay, here we go. There's a note. Now this thing here is called the treble clef. And this note right up here is written above the 5 lines. And the 5 lines are, every good boy deserves fruit. Every good boy deserves fruit. So that top line is F for fruit. Every good boy deserves fruit. Now this note here is one higher than fruit. One higher than fruit. Where was fruit? Every good boy deserves fruit. There it is. That note is a G. That note is a G. Now if you don't even know the names of the notes on the keys, then we better learn that too. My name is Daryl. Roll out the Daryl, we'll have a barrel of fun. And we'll learn our notes. Now Daryl starts with a D. Now if you look at your keyboard here, you'll see that there's black notes and white notes. That doesn't really mean much. But in between the two black notes is this white note here. And that's named after me. D for Daryl. D for Daryl. D for Daryl, right? So there's your names, notes. Now, if you know D, you know the rest. D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. No. You're a joker. Where's the coffee? We all know music only goes up to G. Then it starts again. So D, E, F, G. Then you start again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. So there you go. I've got to get this email working so I can say hello to people. Yes, I think this is going. Yes. There I am. Turn the volume down. I'm not sure how this works. G'day, Morris. Hello. Am I on the right one? Peter from Hungary. Hello, Stephen. Stephen, there should be a song about Stephen, my friend Stephen from Belfast. He's there all the time. Thank you, Stephen. Hope you're well, mate. Hope the kid's good. Young Russ. Hello, young Russ. How are you? Good. Mr. Morris, good morning. How are you? Manuel. Oh, it's lovely to have your have your company. Thanks, Manuel, for your support and your Oh, Manuel sent an email to me. He was trying to play the blues that have you seen the blues package? The absolute blues package that you've got to, first of all, you've got to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you subscribe to the Fast Track Piano, hit the subscribe button now. If you haven't done that, because there's stuff coming out all the time. Stuff that I'm doing behind the scenes that I did earlier in the year. And one of the good packages that I did, amongst all the other great packages, is the Absolute Blues Piano. Absolute Blues Piano. Now there's 10 lessons there, and they're all done now. And I think Manuel had a go at them. Yeah, Absolute Blues. Now, he's looking for a backing track to play along with. Maybe I should sort that out, Manuel. Hey, maybe I should sort that out. Put it on the list over there with all the other things I've got to do today. Maybe remind me, because the backing track that he found on the internet didn't have a real drum beat to it, and that's why I put those drum beats on there. You'll see that there's drum beats on there that you can play along with at different tempos, which helps you play in time, and we all need to do that. Who else we got there? Hello, Blues Lane, Coralie, Thomas. Oh, it's lovely to have everybody back again. Hello, Denny. How are you? All right. So we did 100. We've done 100 shows, and I'm sorry it's been a bit messy lately. We've been away on holidays, seeing our grandchildren. It's been fantastic. They've been stuck in Singapore for the last however long, and they're all growing up. We're seeing them grow up on WhatsApp, and we saw them for real a couple of weeks ago, which was lovely. Okay, I'm going to put these notes away. What's the next thing on here? Good. We've done that one. Chords. Oh, let's do that in a minute. You can see my piano over there, and you can see a music book. I'm learning a song that we're going to do in the jazz band. It goes something like this. Hello, Agneta. Now, next bit. Oh man, there's some chords in there, isn't there? Some chords in there. This is a piece called Liberated Brother. Liberated Brother. I had to throw it. It was all falling down on top of me. But it has that cute little start, doesn't it? You've got D and B flat. D and B flat in the right hand. Thumb on D. And put your fourth finger on B flat. Yeah, I'm sorry if you missed the 100th show. I didn't know whether to do a big thing or not. And then we just did it. So it's D and B flat. And it's there though. Go and watch it. It's still on the internet. And then you got... And the left hand goes from F down to E. So we got... Morris, when are you going to come play golf with me again? Hey, it's a good day today. Randwick? Now, instead of just doing that backwards and forwards, you got to do this funky little rhythm. Boom, da, ba, bum. Woo! I just got to keep moving this up so I can see who's saying hello. Ah, Judith! France! Ah, fantastic! Malcolm! Harrington Malcolm! Ah, you're all there. Isn't that wonderful? Good on you, Morris. I wish you could all come and play golf with me. Just watch me hit that little silly little white ball. It's a beautiful place where we go. What we could do is we could bring out pianos and we could stick them all up on the headland there. Overlooks the Pacific Ocean. It's gorgeous. Even if you play bad, who cares? It's just a beautiful place to be. We could all sit there and learn Liberated Brother together. Wouldn't that be good? Okay, you got this? So there it is. Tricky bit is that bomb business. I think I'm getting my mojo back. I was a bit flat last week. Sorry about that. Go through, it's typical musician, you know. Different moods that you go into. Ah! One of Sammy J's there today. Got E down to F down to E. So, right, so the next bit. Ah! Another one of those. So I'll do it again. Groovy. You know, it's getting pretty cool here. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. And I've got the big lights out now so you can see my hands without too many, without the shadows being too bad. And so it's getting a little bit cool. So I got 2 t-shirts on today. It's a two t-shirt morning. I'm changing it. I think I'm changing it, but it doesn't matter. Then you go to, now one of the things was, if you missed the code word for the 50% discount, I said right at the start of the session today, and it's Dawn, D-A-N, D-A-W-N. Chords. Let's listen to the chords in this. see, this piece is called Liberated Brother, and this is what you call a chord chart. A chord chart. Now, I've got to memorize this. Our little jazz band is performing again in a couple of weeks down at Coogee Diggers. It's been going great down there. And we've got 32 songs that we play off by our heart. 32 songs. No music. Well, we're trying to learn the last couple off by heart. And this one, Liberated Brother's got an unusual chord progression. An unusual chord progression. I had a songwriter come in here on Saturday, and we spent 3 hours recording his song and putting it all together. And he had a middle section to the song, and it just went G to C, G to C, sort of. Oh no, don't tell me the sound's gone off, has it? What's wrong? I think it's still working. Okay, rightio. Now, Liberated Brother. Well, that's good, France. How are you, France? Anyway, how's your truck? What am I teaching music for? I want to sit around and have a little tipple with my old friends and just say hi. No, Daryl. You got to teach, right? So this chord progression here, you got G minus 7 to C7, then B flat minus 7 to E flat 7, then you got an E7 sharp 5, sharp 9 over here. Then you got B flat minus 7 to E flat 7, G minus A flat, A7 augmented, D7 sharp. Forget it. Let's just do G to C. Okay, we're all good in Ireland, and we're all good with young Russ, and we're all good in Canada. Great. I've still got to learn that Liberated Brother, though. We're doing it in the band. I've got to memorize those chords. So how do I do it? You know how I do it. It's a word starting with P. Practice. I just got to play it over and over. I've actually taken a photograph of that chord chart and put it on my iPhone. So whenever I'm walking somewhere and I'm thinking, oh, how does that chord progression go? And I'm not sure, I can go onto the iPhone and have a look. Now, eventually, I shouldn't need the iPhone. I should just know it. You know, it's just one of those awkward chord progressions that you just have to do it over and over, nice and gently. Let's see. It starts off like this. Then it does it another 4 times, and then you do this chord progression, B flat minus 7. G minus 7 to C again. Now E7 sharp 9. Rightio. Now what happens next? B flat minus 7 again. E flats. Then G minus 7. Now A7 augmented. D7 sharp 9. Then the last line is a little bit different. F minus 7 to B flat 7. A2. Groovy chords, aren't they? Yeah. So I'm just showing you how I practice. I just got to go through it bit by bit. Now, yesterday was a very solemn day here in Australia. We call it Anzac Day, the Australian New Zealand Army Corps. It sort of commemorates World War One, 1915, when the Australians went to war at a place called Gallipoli in Turkey. It was an absolute disaster. A lot of Australian men lost their lives there, and we commemorate our servicemen every year just to say respect and thank them for fighting for our freedom, basically. And I asked my mum the other day, some of you may know, my dad passed away at the end of October last year. Now, he didn't actually have active service. He was just a little bit too young. And I asked my mum, does Dad get, did he get all emotional on Anzac Day? And she said, only when he heard the last post. Now, for most people, I think, know the last post. That's when the bugler plays that ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-bum-bum-ba-bum, ba-bum. It's a rather solemn occasion. Now, being able to play that on the trumpet or the bugle is really quite a full-on thing, because the trumpet and the bugle, if you make a mistake, everybody knows. You're there on your own, and it's so easy to do because your lips aren't warmed up because it's a cold morning and all that, and you're there on your own. You're not covered up. I can make mistakes on the piano in the jazz band all over the place, and no one really picks it up much. But if you're doing the last post, let's see if I can show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, here's a trumpet. A trumpet is just a bugle wrapped around, and it's got a few extra little pieces in here. Then you can press your fingers down here so the air can go through those extra little bits and pieces, right? Now, if I don't use those extra little pieces, it's just the same as a bugle. Now, the sound from this thing doesn't come from here. It comes from here, the lips. Now, I haven't practiced the trumpet for years, so this is not going to be too good, but I just thought I'd show you. You got to get your... That's it. And you do that into the mouthpiece. Then you connect it to the big tube. Okay, now this piece of tube here can play about 5 notes. If you're a really good player, you might get 7 or 8. Let's see how many I can get just from this. Oh, thank you, France. You know, France, at that $15, I'd love to shout you a drink and you just sit out on a road cafe with you and your man and just contemplate life. Wouldn't that be nice? I'd love that. That'd be really lovely. Hello, Hartmut. Lovely to see you. That's the lowest one I can play. Okay, now I tighten the lips a little bit more. Getting the idea? Now if I tighten it a little bit more. Yep, let's play golf. I'll be out there at 7:30. Morris, you want to play? Right, now it's starting to get really hard because you've got to really pressurize it. Okay, and I'm not even going to attempt to do the others. Now the trumpet's known as a B-flat instrument. B-flat means, I don't think I should try and explain it. It's a transposing instrument, okay? Play the meetings, Morris, forget it. Do it on the course, no one will know. I was going to say, yeah, anyway. You know, after last week's 100th session, hey Judith, how are you? She's pretty quiet. Judith was there from the start too. After last week, I'd sort of lost a bit of interest, and you know we all do that. And what we must remember is, it will come back. It will come back. We have ebbs and troughs, and I tell you what, having you watch the show today has rekindled my interest in doing this live show. So thank you for watching. Thank you. My beautiful wife just says I do too much, so, but I'm not going to change. unless she tells me to. Yeah. The beautiful sunshine's just coming out on the curtains here. Just coming through a different angle now as the earth goes round and round. Hey Morris, do you know that piece? That's a piece called Stay Gold, and it was in Blades. It was when Ponyboy and the Outsiders. It was when Ponyboy and Johnny were watching the dawn come up, and they'd run away to this church, and they were hiding in there, and the dawn was coming up, and that was a little piece called Stay Gold. Yeah. Okay, so let's keep going now, Daryl. Yeah, I've been trying to get motivated and finding out what I do. Chords. Well, that song Liberated Brother's got a million chords. Let's see what else we got. Sing and play. Well, let's find a song to sing. Da 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 da. Here Comes the Sun is in the key of A. 3 black notes. Now we've only got a minute and a half, and then I'm going to go, folks. Thanks, Agneta. There they are. C sharp, F sharp, and... So if you wanted to sing Here Comes the Sun on the piano, you'd have to play an A chord. La da 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 da. Then a D chord. La da 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 da. Now, George Harrison sings a little bit too high for me. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. It's not bad, it's just hanging around up a little bit too high in my voice. So I might like to sing it in G, so I'll go down to G. La da 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 la da 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 da. So it sort of suits my voice a little bit better by doing it a little bit lower. So I need to know the chords, not in A, but in G. So I've been sending out a chord every week. If you've subscribed to the channel, I did about 100 of them at the beginning of the year. They're there. We're up to all sorts of weird chords now. F minor, Maj 7 or something. You've got to subscribe to the YouTube channel, folks, and to the website, and you'll get all this stuff. You can see all that stuff there, okay? All right, we're going to finish up. We're back into it. We're back into it, so thank you very much for watching. If you want to come play golf with me and Morris, come on, Morris. Come on. I know I don't mind playing on my own. It's okay, but I like the idea of us all sitting at the top of the cliff there, overlooking the beautiful ocean and all the birds and things, and playing this, learning Liberated Brother. next Coogee Diggers gig, Coralie. If you, in 2 weeks' time, you'll hear that piece. I'll put it on the band that we've got to do it. Hey, how about that? Well, thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget, you got 5 minutes to get the discount, and it was Dawn. Dawn was the code word, and you get a 50% discount of the song shop. Okay, lovely to see you all. Thank you for watching, and my apologies again for the messiness of the last couple of weeks. So we should be set now for the time. The daylight savings all done. So whatever time it is in your part of the world, just remember next week, if you're not doing anything, come and say hello, and we'll do it all again. Bye-bye. Thanks, Agneta. Yeah, aren't you sweet? I think I need you guys too. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Come on, Morris. Get out of here. Okay, Daryl, come on. See you later, folks.